This is the story of the Christian Aboriginal Parent-Directed School, CAPS, Kurrawang. The school has a strong Christian focus and is situated in Kurrawang Aboriginal Christian Community, 8.3 kilometres west of Kalgoorlie, just off the road to Coolgardie in the goldfields of Western Australia. The Kurrawang community, which is self-governing, was once a Christian mission. An executive board of volunteers, alongside 2 full-time and 2 part-time staff, manage the community's housing and other facilities. The school is housed on the community's 324 hectares of freehold land owned by the Kurrawang Corporation.
Okay, well, this brings us to the last item on the agenda for today, Kurrawang School.
Well, the government says it's going to close the school if we don't get the student numbers up.
We need someone from our own people.
Let's pray that God will send us the right person.
Well, God has sent us Kylie.
She was born and raised in Kalgoorlie.
She's never been to school before.
She's enthusiastic. She knows the families in the community.
Let's give her a chance to turn things around. Agreed? Good. Then I'll bring this meeting to a close at 11:45. Thank you, everybody.
It's a big job, Auntie Kylie.
Yes, it is. This school was so neglected previously, but it's a job worth doing.
How many students did you say again?
23 by the end of the year. We just need another 14.
It's way more than double. Do you need any help, Auntie Kylie?
Oh, I think it's pretty much done for now. The walls in the classroom have been painted and we have new flooring.
It already looks 1,000 times better than it did. And once you get the new uniforms, it will be like a new school.
Yes, our kids deserve the best. If we show them we really care, they will come.
Good evening. I am Michael Fullen, Professor Emeritus at Ontario Institute for Studies in Education. A life's work on the factors that make effective organisational change led me to the conclusion that leaders must have moral purpose. That is, every action they take must seek to improve the lives of those affected by change, and it must improve relationships. This involves cultural transformation, changing what people value and how they work together. This is deep, complex change. It involves emotional intelligence, self-management of emotions and empathy.
Right, has everybody got their seatbelts on? I'm not moving this car till you've got your seatbelts on.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well, in spite of the bossiness of this car, I'm really glad we decided to drive this time rather than flying. Hopefully it's going to give us a bit more time to reflect on the visit and what we've learned.
As long as it's not all work, we need some fun. I've got a great playlist we can sing along to on the way home.
I'm pretty open to that, but seriously, we said we wanted to dig a bit deeper than our last trip in November, where our aim was mainly to build relationships and understand the school context by spending time yarning with the school community. I'm keen to know how this trip helped us to clarify further and to extend the themes that we talked about before.
Well, I was pretty happy that we spent some time making sure we got it right by doing a research check and asking people to look at what we'd written and change or add anything they wanted to.
Yeah, this is really important, especially as it's a collaborative project, and we need to keep working with our partners to make sure the voices of the school community are front and centre of the research.
You know what stood out for me again was Kylie's role in all of this and the need to have a strong leader with a clear vision and values. Like when everyone we spoke to agreed with these statements made by the teachers, Kylie is what makes the school special. The school succeeds because of Kylie. The children love Kylie, and Kylie is a maverick. Everyone saw Kylie as the key.
And a leader who is supportive and caring of her staff and their well-being. This is clear even with Kylie organising care packages for the staff and families when they're ill or in need of some extra care. She encourages mental health days.
I wonder, do you think it's important for this strong leader to be Aboriginal? I hesitated to use the term as First Nations, Indigenous, etc., as what's used quite often, but I've been told by members of the school community that the term Aboriginal is the preferred one.
Absolutely. In this context, it gives Kylie the ability to, as she puts it, walk between two worlds.
Hello everyone, I'm Jacinta Cracker, a former Indigenous Graduate Research Fellow at ASA. I have seen schools in which Aboriginal teachers actively involve young Aboriginal children in learning. There is often a strong Aboriginal presence at the school, both in terms of students and staff. As well, strong links between the community and the school are evident and seen as vital in promoting a smooth transition between home and school.
Kylie wants the students not to be behind the eight ball, as she puts it, and to embrace mainstream situations and education. But at the same time, the children do spend time in the bush. What did she say again?
Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, I found it. Listen to this. Yes, we are a community school, but we're more about mainstream. We do things obviously really quite differently here because we want to try, and yeah, we're meeting the needs of our kids. We want them to be successful to go to any mainstream school. So we want to ensure our kids have the confidence to walk into another school and not feel ashamed.
Hello, Jacinta Cracker here again. As you know, Aboriginal Australians are often framed from a deficit perspective, whereby the failure of Indigenous children to engage with mainstream educational system is seen as the problem. An alternative and more useful approach to Indigenous early education discourse is to account for the strength of Aboriginal children starting school.